Hello, and welcome to our very first podcast with a young author. She is 11-year-old Tvisha Vigh. My name is Ekta Bajaj, and I'm the co-founder of Author in Me, and I had the privilege of illustrating Trisha's book along with my team and publishing it. So today with me on this small podcast is Trisha, who is very excited to receive the first copy of her book. She hasn't actually received it yet, but I can just show you. It's Trisha, you got to tell us the name of the book.
It's called Funky, Funny, and Fantastical Stories by me.
By me, by Trisha Vigh.
Yeah.
So how does it feel?
It feels very exciting to publish a book at my age because normally children don't publish a book. But, who says kids are too young to publish a book? I mean, if they start now, they have a whole future ahead of them.
Wow, wow, how exciting. So, do you remember when you wrote your first story? What was your age?
Yeah, so I don't remember fully, but I remember this one story very specifically, and it's called Chickle and Pickle. It's about two bogey looking aliens, and they came to Earth in their UFO and they explored the entire Earth with their two friends, Tom and Raj, and because they're the first humans they met. And I want to write a whole series of books about it because it's just a really creative idea, and I made it when I was in year two. I still have a little copy of the book, and it's quite I've even drawn the pictures of it. Some
How
of it doesn't
exciting.
even make any sense because I didn't have any grammar.
But how exciting. So, you have always written stories and you always make up stories in your mind. Is that
Yeah, and I want that each book of the series is a different place in the world. So I've already written about the jungle.
how exciting? So, what inspires you, Trisha, when you look around yourself? Are you inspired by a particular person or a particular place? What inspires you to write?
I'm pretty sure it's my observations for little things that have inspired me to become an author. And it's just experiences and just life in general which have encouraged me because there were so many people who read my stories, and it's just their responses that have motivated me. And I paint a lot, and I usually have very, very crazy dreams, and they often come to life and they give me lots of inventive ideas.
Observation. How exciting, Trisha. Not many children understand the power that observation has, and how I'm amazed at how beautifully you have understood that observation can be such a powerful tool for writers. Do you agree, Trisha?
Yeah,
So, if there are children who are watching you today, young
yeah.
children, and who want to write story, what is that one tip that you, or few tips that you want to give them about writing?
I want to tell all those young kids out there to keep their minds healthy, happy, and fresh, because that's where the innovative ideas start. Age doesn't define what you can do, and I hope I can help find the author in them.
So, tell me about this book. So, Trisha, what is this book about? Tell these children who are now very much interested in knowing what this wonderful 11-year-old has written, who is so enthusiastic about writing and who is so wise. So, tell them about your book.
It's just a collection of a few stories, and it's got really funny stuff in it, romance. I don't know, it's just got so many genres, and it's just that I've like during the 11 plus, I wrote so many creative writing stories, and I just realized that I have a real passion for writing. And I thought that I could create this into a book because got really interesting. Like my friends and stuff, they were like so amazed by my stories.
Inspiring children, isn't it? And I've also noticed that your stories, they are very mystical.
Yeah, they're very mysterious.
Do
I
you like
always
that
liked, yeah,
mystery?
I love to add suspense, dot, dot, dot.
You just love it, don't you? Every story has some suspense, and you won't think that this is the way the story could end. And there you go. You have a completely different end to what it started from. So do you
At
read
the
a lot of?
end, at the end, I've actually written a few story starters, and I
Yes,
want everyone
I
to
was
see
coming
those
to that.
watching right now. I want them to see those starters, and I just want them to continue the stories. And I've actually given them my Instagram account thing, so they can message me back. Yeah, it's on
So
initiated thought with me.
yes, so Twisha has very kindly written few paragraphs as like story starters, and there is a page towards the end of the story that's initiated thought with me, where Twisha has written these very interesting story starters. They could be story starters, they could be the beginning of a story or the middle of a
Ideas.
story or the end of a story, but they can be embedded in a story. So, for children who are thinking, maybe I want to write a very unique story, a mystery story, just like Trisha, or have some idea in their mind, they can actually go there and this is very something Trisha has done very kindly. And Trisha, you have also illustrated, done the cover page illustration. You got to
Yeah,
tell
I
us about
have.
that. What inspired you to do this illustration?
Well, actually, it was during lockdown. We were supposed to do a homework piece for school, and we had to draw something for a book token. And I just thought, like, when you read a book, I just feel like very cozy. Just imagine you're in a den and you're reading it with all your cuddly toys surrounding you. So I just thought I'd make this picture, and I realized it was a perfect picture for my book.
So, did you make this picture because you wanted to be a book cover, or just happened that you used this as a book cover?
It happened.
It
Just
happened, isn't it? But
and I've also illustrated one of the pictures
I
inside the
was
book.
about
It's
to
a
show. So,
parrot.
Trisha also illustrated this lovely parrot, which is a part of the story, the monkey and the bird.
Yeah,
How and it was just such a privilege, just adapting her illustrations in the book, and so your illustrations and your story is now immortalized. Anyone can just go and access them and read them.
but
And
it's really your team of illustrators and designers and all those editors which have done the work
thank you,
on my
Trisha.
book.
Thank you, Trisha. Did you enjoy the process? The good.
Yeah, it was so fun. I mean, like, it was so exciting because you have like such an amazing team of illustrators, designers, and editors, and they just made my stories come to life with their professional work.
Wow. Thank you, Trisha. That is so kind. So, what's the plan? Are you writing another story, another book?
Yeah, so I've started my second book, and I'm hoping that I'll have a full series of books. And writing is my absolute passion. So I just want everyone to know that I just want to bring a smile to someone's face.
How good is that? And are you excited to show this book to your friends and your teachers in school?
Yeah, so I've already shown them the Kindle PDF, and they said it was amazing, and lots of people already wanted to buy my book.
Wow, Trisha, I'm sure you're going to be one of the best sellers very soon. And this project personally has been one of my favorite to do because um, not just because Trisha was totally involved in the process right from the beginning till the book went for the print. She has experienced and contributed towards every step, which has been amazing to see that how interested it is. So has it also motivated you to illustrate more for books?
Yeah, actually, you've given me a project, and I'm really, really excited. I mean, I just, the horrible teacher, that story, that was my favorite illustration. That's why it's the first story in my book. So
Wow.
I'm just really excited when I get to illustrate someone else's book. I just want to make it the best I can.
So, for those who don't know, Trisha is going to be helping me and getting trained with me, and she's going to be illustrating some of the books, one book, one project which I'm going to give her, which is written by a child. So, a book written by a child is going to be illustrated by a child, and how I'm just going to be the mediator and just make sure everything happens. So, author Remy is. a platform where we inspire children to enhance their talent. And this is one of the best ways to do that is through story writing and storytelling. And whatever talents you have, you can just combine them and use them and create something beautiful, such as this book. So, Trisha, tell us about your Insta handle. How can people follow you? And before we end, just give them an idea about where this book is going to be available.
So it's gonna be available on Kindle, Amazon, and I'm actually I think I might be actually posting the books myself with my mom and my dad, and it's gonna be really.
And it is also going to be available on AIM Story Lab, our shop, design shop, which is AIM Story Lab. So you can just go there to our shop, and there's a profile page for Twisha where you can check out what her latest activities are, what is she doing, where is she going with the book, and where is she going to talk about her book. All of that is going to be there on aimstorylab.com.
And anyone can get in touch with me or send me their stories from Initiate a Thought with Me, that thing. They can do it from my Instagram account called Artie Tvisha.
Artie Twisha.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone who's on Insta can follow Trisha and see her lovely illustrations. And as she said, that she has written Initiate a Thought, where she has given story starters. And if you want to send them to Trisha directly, you can. If you want to send it to us at Author and Me, you can do that, and we can then pass it on to Trisha. So, Trisha, an absolute delight to speak to you today. I am very, very inspired by you. Your confidence is amazing, and I hope that we get to design and publish many more books from you. And we are really looking forward to having you on the AIM Literary Festival for Children, where you can come and inspire many more young writers like you. Any last word that you want to say?
I just hope that this inspired so many young authors who don't even know that they can write really, really good, because everyone can write amazing. They just have to put their heart into it.
Fabulous last words. Thank you so much, Trisha. And with that, we come to an end of this podcast. My name is Ekta. I'm the co-founder of Author in Me, publishing, where we give children a chance to publish their books and turn their stories into picture books. And one of the stories that we have done is Trisha's, which is Funky, Funny, and Fantastical Stories by Tvisha Vigh, which was available on Amazon as a digital and print book, and also on ainstorylab.com. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.